So, last week, from Sunday till Thursday, I was, as part of 3 people from the ONS, at the European Big Data Hackathon. It's the first time they've run this, so don't try and look up for the previous ones to see what they did, because there isn't any. And yeah, I'm going to be awful. The policy question itself was all to do with skills, and the actual policy question was, so how would we, using different data sets that we were given, how would we come up with a tool for policymakers to see how they would work out the mismatch between skills and jobs across the EU? So you'd have things, so you could have someone like a lot of programmers in, say, India, but there's not many jobs, but you could have a lot of jobs available in the UK. How would someone in India know to look in the UK? Or how would a policymaker in the UN or EU work out how to best to organise the skills and where to put funding for different schools? Maybe they need to put funding for more jobs of programming in India. If they want to if India want to keep their programmers and keep people in, if they want to reduce immigration and stuff like that. So that was the rough idea. Some of the data sets we had, so there's this, there's a company, or an EU institute called CEDFOP. Now they deal mainly with skills, and they do a lot of web scrape data. So for a year, from April 2015 to April 2016, they scraped web vacancies from job portals in the UK, Czech Republic, and Germany, and Italy, and somewhere else that's escaped my mind. And they compared everything, they classified it all into different skills. This is a rough idea of what the the titles are. So they're all ESCO level skills, where ESCO is the European version of your UK SOC, or your social occupational status. So your so like top level being professionals, bottom level being more granular, so your programmers, your teachers, your lecturers, and all stuff like that, and somewhere in the middle is what Vince is. And so this is a rough idea of what the data look like. There's a massive drop in the UK from October to February. That is because for legal reasons, they had to switch off the scrapers for the UK. They didn't for Germany or anywhere else, just for the UK, because, you know, Brexit and all that. So yeah, with this data and some of the Euros CV data, which is stuff that the European people in the EU can upload their CV for other people in the EU to see this CV, and will get applied to a job anywhere within the EU, providing that that country is put their data on there. Now, using that and proportioning it to there, moving it to the data, to the population of that specific country or that area, me and my 2 colleagues came up with this Shiny app. Now this app, I need to specify, is not live data because of security concerns and all that stuff. So this is all fake data, sadly. If it was more, so you can here using the Shiny data, so we've got 3 different backgrounds. Why, I really don't know. OSM, as to what that exactly is, I'm not quite sure. I think that's just a more detailed view of the background. So you got your standard satellite, and then the one that's the easiest to see, which is the positron. Or why it's called positron, I don't know. Again, so then you've got, so with the CEDFOP and the EU res data that we used, we could only link it across the first 2 nuts levels, so being your country level and then down into your counties, so your bigger counties, more Glamorgan rather than South Glamorgan and North Glamorgan area, so to speak. And then again, the first 3 ESCO levels here. So if we picked, well, if I leave it on database and network professionals, so I can look at just the demand eventually. I can look at the supply, and there's a nice label over in the corner here, legend, that tells you what each of those mean. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember which way's which, I think. And then this one's a nice one, it's a nice mismatch. So it's a nice easy way for someone to see, right, well, clearly there's something wrong in the middle of Germany, and in North Midlands, I think that is up there. over there, and that's about it.